Is your medical bill trying to ghost you? Spoiler alert, it might actually be a zombie code.
Heh. Zombie code, I like that.
Welcome to the deep dive. We wade through all this U.S. healthcare news stuff so you don't have to get bogged down
Mhm.
today. We're zeroing in on the July 2025 HCPCS update. It's kind of like trying to figure out a super cryptic text, but, with thousands of dollars potentially hanging in the balance.
Exactly. Yeah, for anyone in skilled nursing facilities, SNFs, or frankly, anyone just dealing with medical billing, this CMS update, it's Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, it's not just minor tweaks.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
like a whole new blueprint for getting paid. We're talking big shifts for billing drugs, imaging, even things like cancer therapies, prosthetics.
Okay.
Our mission today, basically translate this alphabet soup for you. Make it make sense.
Because let's be real, keeping up with healthcare regs, it feels like trying to herd cats. Or
Yeah.
maybe win a staring contest with a wall. Exhausting.
It can definitely feel that way.
But this one, apparently, you actually need to pay attention to. So this huge, I'm using air quotes you can't see, July 2025 HCPCS update. Why all the fuss? Especially for SNFs and the billers.
Well, think of these codes as the official language of reimbursement.
Mm-hmm.
CMS is basically saying, use this specific code if you want to get paid for this specific service.
Gotcha.
And this July update, it brings in new codes, changes some current ones, and importantly, gets rid of others. Covers a whole range of services.
And when does this horror show start?
The switch officially flips July 1st, 2025.
Yeah.
Implementation starts rolling out pretty much right after July 7th.
Yeah.
So, not much time.
Okay. So hypothetically,
Yeah.
what happens if you just ignore it, pretend it's not happening, asking for a friend who might be my own extremely chaotic brain?
Well, your friend won't like the consequences. They're pretty straightforward. Use a code that's been discontinued,
Yeah.
claim denied, just boom, rejected.
Yes.
Faster than you can say compliance issue. Use an old description, even if the code number is kind of similar. That's asking for compliance trouble down the line. Audits, headaches,
Ugh.
and probably the biggest one, not training your team on what's new. That could mean literally thousands in lost revenue just slipping away because claims aren't right.
Okay, so less like ignoring a text, more like ignoring a fire alarm in your bank account.
That's a good way to put it, actually, yeah.
So the flip side is play by the new rules, use the right codes, and you actually get paid what you're supposed to. The maximum reimbursement.
Exactly. That's the goal. Getting that maximum reimbursement. It's the elusive win in the billing game.
Like finding a boned chicken nugget. Okay, let's talk specifics. What about these shiny new codes, the ones that unlock the supposed new money?
Right. So one interesting area is imaging and cancer planning. There's code C8004. It's for angiogram simulation when planning tumor surgery.
Angiogram simulation. Fancy. So like mapping things out before cutting.
Precisely. It reflects a move towards much more precise, individualized surgical strategies for cancer. It's about really understanding the best approach, not just guessing.
Okay, makes sense. Better planning, hopefully better outcomes, and now a specific way to bill for that planning step. What else is new on the block?
Let's see. For chemotherapy, there's J9161. That's for denylucan diptotox CXDL. It's a newer immunotherapy drug.
Immunotherapy, those usually mean high reimbursement, right? Because innovation and profit margins, maybe.
Well, yeah, advanced treatments like these often do carry significant reimbursement. It reflects the R&D costs, complexity, all that.
Okay, what else?
In diagnostic imaging, A9601. That's for flurpiridaz F18. It's used in PET scans, specifically for looking at heart disease. Gives a really detailed picture of cardiac function.
For when your heart's doing something weird and needs a super close-up. Got it.
And for blood disorders, there's C93004. This covers marstacimab for hemophilia. Really important for billing those clotting factor treatments accurately. You don't want surprises there.
No. Definitely not. What about prosthetics? That sounds like a whole other level of complex billing.
Oh, it absolutely can be. And there are several important new codes here. L5827, for example. It's for these advanced knee-shin systems with electromechanical control.
Like robot legs.
Sort of. Think sensors, motors, allowing for a much more natural gait, more function. Then you got L6028 through L6037. Those cover different types of modular partial hand prosthetics. So tailored solutions depending on the need.
Okay.
And L6700, that's for myoelectric-controlled upper limb prosthetics. They use the patient's own muscle signals to control movement. Very advanced stuff.
Wow. Sci-fi is becoming billable reality.
Pretty much. And the key thing here is that skilled nursing facilities that provide rehabilitation services, they can now bill for these high-tech devices.
Huh?
It reflects how important these are in recovery and function.
Finally. Okay, so that's the new shiny stuff. What about the codes getting kicked to the curb? The ones we need to, like, digitally shred from our memory banks?
Right, the do not use list. Very important. After July 1st, say goodbye to using Q5139. That's the Eculizumab AEEB at the 10 milligram dose.
Q5139, 10 mil. Got it. Gone.
Also, J9247, which is melphalan flufenamide,
J9247.
and L8010, the code for a mastectomy sleeve.
L8010. Gone. Use any of those after July 1st.
Denied. Claim gets bounced right back. Swiftly.
Okay, consider them yeeted from the billing system. What about codes that didn't disappear but just changed, pulled a transformation, like a weird billing Pokemon evolution?
Yeah, good analogy. Code Q5139 is the perfect example. The old 10 milligram version we just mentioned, that's discontinued.
Right.
It's been replaced by a new code, Q5152. This one covers the 2 milligram dosage of the same drug. So same medication, different code, crucially different dosage. You got to use the new one.
Okay, so pay super close attention to the dosage on that one. Q5139 is out. Q5152 is in for the 2 milligram dose.
Exactly. Then there's J9247, the melphalan sulfonamide. That one is just terminated. No replacement given in this update. Anyway.
So, oof, gone. Like that one sock that always disappears in the dryer, just vanish.
Just gone from the list.
Okay. This sounds like a potential minefield. How do we, not blow up our revenue cycle? What are the actual practical steps people need to take, like, right now?
Okay, good question. Step 1. Yeah. Verify your claims immediately, like today. Are you currently using Q5139, the 10 milligram one, J9247, or LADO10 for dates of service after July 1st? If so, stop. Fix it now.
Check for those zombie codes urgently. Got it. Step 2.
Update your software, your billing software, your EHR system. Call your vendor. Ask them point blank, do we have the new codes and the updated descriptions from the July 2025 HCPCS update in our system? Don't just assume it happened automatically.
Right. Assume nothing. Verify everything. Okay. 3.
Train your team, your billers, your clinicians who document services. Get everyone together for like a quick 30-minute huddle before July 1st. Go over the key changes, new codes, deleted codes, the revised ones, maybe use flashcards. Make it a party, a billing code party.
A billing code party. The hottest ticket in town, I'm sure. Okay. Training. Anything else?
Yeah. 4th, look for official crosswalks from CMS. Sometimes when a code is deleted, they'll point you directly to its replacement. Makes the transition smoother, if there is one.
Okay, audit, update, train, crosswalk. Sounds doable. But what are the classic ways people still manage to mess this up? The common errors that cost serious cash?
Oh, there are definitely common pitfalls. Not updating the software is huge, especially if it means you don't have the new descriptions tied to the codes. That leads to errors.
Right.
Another big one is just inertia. Continuing to file claims using old codes, maybe ones from July 2024, well past the July 1st, 2025 deadline. Simple mistake, costly results.
Yeah.
And honestly, relying on memory, just thinking, oh yeah, I know that code. Don't do it. Always check against the official updated list from CMS.
Your brain needs that space for, like, remembering TikTok dances or where you parked, not thousands of billing codes.
Exactly. Use the official resources.
Okay, quick FAQ round. Will these code changes hit all skilled nursing facilities that bill Medicare?
Yep. If you bill Medicare, these apply to you. Period.
And what happens, just to reiterate, if you accidentally use an outdated code after July 1st?
Claim denial, which means delayed payment or maybe no payment until you fix it and resubmit. It gums up the works.
And how often do we have to go through this delightful process? How often are HCPCS codes updated?
Generally every quarter. So 4 times a year, but the July update is usually the biggest, most substantial one.
Quarterly. Wow. It really is a never-ending cycle of needing to pay attention, which I imagine can be a massive headache and time drain, especially if you're running a smaller practice.
Oh, absolutely. For smaller practices, keeping up with this constant stream of updates on top of everything else, it's a huge burden. It really is.
Seems like there should be, I don't know, a service for that.
Well, funny you mention it. That's exactly where a service like human medical billing comes into play. They specialize in helping small practices navigate all this complexity.
Ugh, the smooth transition. Tell me more.
Seriously, though, they essentially take the whole medical billing beast off your plate. They've got, I think, over 20 years of experience doing this. They create customized plans to help streamline revenue, deal with the administrative headaches, stay compliant, all that stuff.
And I saw they're offering free billing audits. That actually sounds super useful. Like, get a checkup for your billing health before you dive into these changes.
Exactly. It gives you a clear snapshot of where you stand, potential issues, areas for improvement. It's smart. They really focus on simplifying things, making sure you get paid accurately and efficiently. It's that whole pro vibes only approach they talk about.
Pro vibes only. I like it. Takes the stress out, lets you focus on, the actual healthcare part.
That's the idea. Their expertise means you're not just compliant with updates like this July one, but you're also set up to maximize your reimbursements. Avoid leaving money on the table because of a code error.
All right, good stuff to know. So let's wrap it up. Key takeaway. The July 2025 HCPCS update. It's a big one. Ignore it at your peril. Denied claims, lost revenue, not fun.
Definitely not.
Action steps. Get the official update info. Read it. Train your people. Double-check, triple-check those codes before July 1st. Audit your claims now. Update your software.
Be proactive.
And hey, maybe check out human medical billing if it all feels like too much. So here's a final thought to noodle on. In a world where medical billing codes change more often than fashion trends, is understanding healthcare finance the new unexpected superpower? Discuss amongst yourselves.